Citizens Bank Park tonight, the Philadelphia Phillies take on the Tampa Bay Rays in Game 5 of the 2008 World Series. Tonight, the Phillies stand on the doorstep of history with a 3-1 series lead over the Tampa Bay Rays and just one win away from their second ever World Series title.
Let's say we feel very comfortable with the position we're in right now. We know we got a tough game ahead of us. We also know that Cole Hamels is up for a challenge.
Cole Hamels going to the mound tonight, you'd have to say that the odds are that tonight will be the night.
Right now, Cole Hamels is the greatest pitcher who ever lived.
Has not allowed more than 2 runs in any start this postseason.
There's no other guy we would rather have on the mound than Cole Hamels today and a chance to win the World Series.
The Phils could sense a Hollywood ending to the series, if only the rain would hold off as long as promised.
Weather forecasting is a funny thing. It's forecasting. It's not an exact science, so the best they can do is tell you what their best guess is.
Your forecast for 8 o'clock tonight, 47 degrees, a small chance of showers. Well, 30% chance of precipitation this evening, so keep an eye on that.
We started and we knew we were going to have a decent amount of playable weather.
Rain in the air as we get this one going, but it looks like it will certainly begin on time.
And the hope was that, the heavier stuff was going to come in later.
The game was on, and in the bottom of the first, the Phillies tried to send Kazmir to his own shower with a patient approach.
Hold the ball off the inside again. The bases are loaded, and here is Shane Victorino.
To be able to settle in, I guess, in the box, knowing that Kazmir was having trouble throwing strikes.
Low for another ball, 2-0. He can't find the plate.
You say to yourself, find a way to try to zone in on one pitch.
Line down the left field line. This one is going to be in for a base hit. 1 run is home. Up there around third. He is going to score a 2-run single for Shane Victorino. And the Phillies draw first blood tonight. Let's go. Let's go.
To get those 2 runs right off the bat in the first was definitely big and put us in the right direction.
Hamels could now become the first pitcher ever to go 5-0 in a single postseason.
This is the moment for guys like that. This is the time when guys like that step up and have big games, and he knew it.
Cole Hamels is proving that he is unfazed by the stage, by the situation.
He's tremendous. He was a big game guy when they really needed a big game guy.
But as Cole maintained what was now a 2-1 lead, the wind and rain turned the beauty of baseball at its best into a sloppy mess.
Weather has certainly taken the routine part of the game out of the game.
We knew that once we got past around 10:30 or so, that we could either be in a good situation at that point in time, or there was a chance that it may pick up. And unfortunately, it picked up more than I think everybody expected it to.
The field was starting to puddle. The lights are starting to reflect off the water on the field.
It can't get much worse than this.
No.
And have them continue to play baseball.
No.
It is an official game, however.
But the actual fate of the game was still uncertain, as Hamels looked to end the 6th with Upton at the plate.
Upton hit a ball at Jimmy Rollins that Jimmy's going to catch 99, maybe 100% of the time on a good playing condition field.
Couldn't imagine any shortstop able to make that stop, turn, and throw under these conditions.
This is a spot where we might anticipate B.J. Upton to think about stealing a base, but that infield is very sloppy right now.
Cole kept his eye on Upton, but it seemed unlikely that B.J. would take off in this slippery mud.
The field was actually muddy and wet, and he stole second base, and he stole it pretty easy.
There he goes, got a great jump, and the throw by Ruiz too late.
That brought the struggling Pena to the plate, and in the driving rain, he came up big.
Cole made a pretty good pitch on the outside corner, but Pena did some good hitting.
Line drives a base hit into left. Here comes Upton to the plate. Throw home by Burrell. This game is tied.
And once that was over, like that was the end of the top of the 6th, they stopped the game and they suspended it.
Tonight's game has been suspended. It will be resumed when I believe that weather conditions are appropriate.
Once they stopped it, they had no choice. They had to stop playing. And then everybody sat for 46 hours.
Should they have played? Should they have stopped? Should they have waited until Tampa caught up to the Phillies before they stopped? What about this suspension?
The suspension would keep Hamels from returning to the mound. And with the game now tied, the Rays had new hope.
I think the guys are excited. The fact that we're still here and we still have a chance to win this World Series. And I think the longer it goes on, the more we believe that maybe we're destined to do this.
I wouldn't trade positions. If they're destined, we're going to definitely try to fight through destiny.
Almost 2 days later, the first suspended game in World Series history would resume, with the home team slated to lead off.
Everything's where you want it to be. We're in the driver's seat, being up 3-1. We still got to finish this game off, and we want to get it done tonight.
We're about to jump right into the bottom of the 6th inning with a pitcher about to lead it off. Cole Hamels is out of the game, so the Phillies will need a pinch hitter.
And out of the Phillies dugout comes the left-handed batting, Jeff Jenkins.
It's funny, we always say, baseball is a marathon, not a sprint. Well, it became a sprint.
Swing and a drive. Noel hit right center field, and it is off the base of the wall as the Phils get the lead runner in scoring position, and a fist pump and hands clapping from Jenkins.
Both teams knew going into that game that it was going to be a sprint.
Sacrifice bunt by Jimmy Rollins. So the first is in time, and over to third base goes Jenkins.
There's no time to sit around. You got to try and jump on it as quick as possible.
Worth a shallow fly ball. Iwamura can't make the play. And the Phillies take the lead.
That was huge. It was huge for us to come through in that situation to get that run home.
Still, the Rays tied it on a Rocco Baldelli homer in the 7th and threatened to take the lead with Iwamura at the plate. But Utley would have none of it.
We knew that with Iwamura hitting, it's always going to be a tough out.
Swinging a ground ball back up toward the middle. Utley has it.
When I saw Chase ranging back up the middle to get the ball, I knew that it was going to be a tight play to try to get him at first base. And it was heads up on his part to make that fake throw.
Now it's going to come home. Bartlett's going to try to score.
Ball looked like it hopped right up to our catcher, Ruiz, and he was able to put the tag on the runner.
Out is the call to end the inning.
We'll be talking about that forever, I think. I mean, historically, that was an amazing, amazing baseball play.
From a standpoint of momentum and everything, that definitely was a huge play.
In the bottom of the 7th, Rollins tried to light a fire in Burrow.
You know what? What's the kind of swag right? That's the mission. I don't know who this guy is. I don't know who you are. I want to see 5 show up.
This one hit into center. Upton will watch it go off the wall. And Burrow will dig into second with a leadoff double.
He came with a big hit, big moment, and of course then we moved the runner over to third.
One out runner at third. Pedro Feliz coming up.
He is a veteran guy. He's been around. He's been through it and doesn't waver very much under the pressure.
And a ground ball up the middle, base hit. Pedro Feliz delivers. 4-3 Philadelphia.
Let's go! 4-3 Phillies, 9th inning. Everybody standing, waving their rally towels.
The Phils were on the cusp of winning their first World Series in 28 years. All they asked was for Lidge to be perfect just one more time.
And the Phillies are 1 out away from winning the World Series, but the possible tying run is at second with 2 down.
I remember hearing a little bit of the crowd. Most of the time you block that out, but that was a pretty special moment, and it was pretty loud. Just tried to let it all in, absorb the energy, the electricity.
He hits a slider, a slow bouncer up the first base side. It is foul.
Brad's been perfect all year long, and he showed once again why he is perfect. He throws a devastating slider.
Strike 2.
When he got him down to 2 strikes, that's when reality kind of set in. It's like, we're 1 strike away.
1 strike away.
1 strike away from the greatest joy in baseball.
I'm thinking to myself, just throw the best slider you've got.
Brad Lidge stretches. The 0-2 pitch.
pure joy.
The Philadelphia Phillies are 2008 World Champions of Baseball.
I sprinted as fast as I could. I don't even know if I ran that fast all year. When they went down to their knees, I told myself I'm taking them both out.
In 2008, championship baseball returned to the city of brotherly love. And players and fans alike basked in the glory of this fantastic achievement.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Winning, especially in baseball, just shows the type of team that you have. There's no I in baseball.
And that shirt tastes good.
It's a team effort, and that's why I love winning so much in baseball, because it shows everyone coming together for one common goal, and that's to win.
Well, I'm sure glad we found you. What? I'm sure glad we found you. I am too. Man. Great job, man. Great job. Was that the mound? Yeah. That's the rubber. That was a great move. That is. Wow. Congratulations on that. That's a crafty veteran move right there. Congratulations to you. Oh, you too. Couldn't have done it without you, buddy. Couldn't have done it without you, man.
Campeones, número uno.
Somebody was asking, is he going to give me the ball if we're lucky enough to have a strikeout in the last pitch of the World Series? And that's the one. I said he could keep it, and he said he'd give it to me. And I think that we both just kind of thought it's best to give it to Charlie. Carlos and I were fighting over this thing, and it's got to go to you, buddy.
Right, okay. How about that? Huh? Yeah, I hear you. Good play. I hear you.
It's celebration time right now.
This is what the city will always remember. Will remember us, and they'll always remember these players that have come through the hard times, and finally brought something to them.
Winners in this town are showered with love and are never forgotten. The 1980 championship parade was one of the most joyous events in Philadelphia sports history. The 2008 version was destined to surpass it.
Ready to get the party started.
It was time to celebrate, and it was time to give thanks.
Thank you, Ryan Howard, for every mighty twig.
This is craziness. Are we getting this guy in the tree? Oh my goodness. Pandemonium.
I mean, seeing this right now, it's pretty special right here. And they're showing us the support. All we can say is thank you.
Thank you, Cole Hamels, for your filthy changeup.
Thank you, Jamie Moyer, for being 45 and pitching like you're 25.
This has been a clinic so far by Moyer.
Ruiz! I'm a Ruiz fan!
Thank you, Carlos Ruiz, for being a rock behind the plate.
And did he hold on? He did!
Thank you, Phillies!
Here's Broad Street. Here we go.
Thank you, Jason Worth, for that breakout season.
2 million people. It really is.
Thank you, Chase Utley, for playing the right way.
He said, boys, hop on my back. I'm going to take you to the promised land.
Thank you, Jimmy Rollins, for that MVP smile. Thanks, Pat Burrell, for keeping it intense with Philly. Thank you.
Thank you, Shane Victorino, for your Hawaiian hustle.
Thank you, Brad Lidge, for closing with perfection.
Thank you, Charlie Manuel, for leading the way.
Phillies.
Thank you, Phillies.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you, Phillies, for making us all champions.